Welcome to RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. Today we're just going to have a little bit of a mess around on this. We've been building a theme park, which I thought it would be cool to show with you guys. I've not made a lot of videos lately, which you may have noticed, and that's just because of time and real life and all that kind of boring stuff, so I'm really apologise for that. I think the problem is that I try to have like big and bold ambitions for videos and it's not working out, so I just thought we'd do something simple. So I'm just going to give you a tour of the theme park and we'll probably add a little bit to it, so stay tuned. So I'll just give you a quick tour of the park before we do anything else. It's called, it's pronounced Factual. I don't think it's even supposed to be called that actually. That's spelt wrong. It's supposed to be called Factual Land. It's an inside joke, it doesn't make any sense. We'll rename it for the purposes of this video, so we'll call it Game Trekker Land, because why not? That's the name of the channel. And there we go. I'll give you a quick tour of the park of what we've done so far. So basically you come in the entrance and I'm not sure what the best angle, no, this angle is terrible, we're probably best doing it from here. So basically come in the entrance, you've got here a information kiosk and an umbrella stand in case it happens to be raining, and there's also a what's that called, accessories, so like rubber hands and things. And we have a souvenir stand there. We also have a ATM machine, because of course getting the money out of the people is the most important thing. And a couple of toilets there and first aid box. Also what we've done is over to the left we've built like a food court, so we've got basically every single food stand in the game. We've got fries, we've got coffee, we've given names as well, so I'll show you the names. We've got Chip and Chips, sorry. We've got Tweak, which is the coffee shop. We've got Cluck Alert, which is a reference to Sonic CD. Not Sonic CD, Sonic Spinball, for our chicken stand. For our Coke stand, we've called it El Village. The burger stand we've called Beltgator Burgers. That won't make sense to anyone unless you're on the Game From forums, but anyway. Pizza is the pizza shop. These are all closed, I need to open them really. We've got Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry's chocolate stand for anyone who was into wrestling in the 90s. We've also got Candy Mountain Charlie for the candy shop, and Totally Not Subway. Hershey's chocolate, because obviously that's just there as part of a licensing deal, I imagine. And Hot Doge. Oh, and we got the lemonade stand as well, which is called Cave Johnson's lemonade stand. So there we go. I'll have to open up all the stores in a minute. Anyway, now you may have noticed the first section of the theme park which we started to build is a little bit worrying. It's called Robert Beltran's The Delta Quadrant, and it's basically taking on a slightly Star Trek Voyager theme. It's basically we've decided to get Robert Beltran as celebrity endorsement for this particular part of the parks, and as you can see, Robert Beltran welcomes you to the Delta Quadrant. We've got these obviously those warbots, which obviously were in Voyager at the front, and basically this is just the sci-fi themed part of the sci-fi themed part of the park. So we've got the anal prober, which is where people go on the dodgems basically. This is just set decoration. We've got like this really tall kind of like a Pepsi, not Pepsi Max, PlayStation, what's it called now, Iron Brew. No one's going to know what I'm talking about because most of you probably aren't even from Britain, and those of you who are probably haven't been to Blackpool's Pleasure Beach. But anyway, it's just like a shooty up in the air type thing, but it's really tall, like unbelievably tall. So there's that, and also there's oh well, we'll come on to the Pride and Joy in a second, but we've also got here a Laser Quest, which inexplicably has an ATI logo on it. R.I.P. Sweet Prince. But yeah, this is my latest creme de la month. My greatest achievement is this roller coaster, which basically shouldn't work. It only works because I've had to basically make the car's maximum length and put a lot of chains on everywhere. But this roller coaster is well, I'll show you the stats for this roller coaster, and that might give you an idea as to why this is a bad roller coaster. How do you get the stats up now? I think if I go on to... well, it's in testing mode at the moment, isn't it? So, where is it? There we go. Excitement 0.25, so that's very low. Intensity rating 15.36, ultra extreme. And the nausea rating is extreme as well. So, probably the best way to sort of give you a gauge as to why this is a bad roller coaster would be to ride it. So I will give you a guided tour of this roller coaster. How do I get into the camera view? Hang on a second. Okie dokie, I've let the ride go back to the beginning so I can show you the whole thing. I'll give you the guided tour. So it starts off by just going around the corner and up this chain bit. And basically at this point I wanted to wrap around because I was getting towards the edge. I wanted to wrap around and come the other way, but that doesn't work, so I had to put a little bit of a dip in so I can get momentum to go round and back up. It doesn't make any sense because there's like no excitement to this bit at all, but it goes round. The terrain is a bit fucked at the moment as well. That will be fixed at a later point. But so yeah, then I had to use chains to basically get up this section. Not sure what happened there. This is why I had to lengthen the car out so he could hook onto this next set of chains. This roller coaster is a little bit of a disaster. Anyway, so you go up on this next set of chains, and again this is another reason why I had to lengthen the cars to the maximum length so it would actually get round far enough to hook onto this section. Now this is the first main drop. It's a lot bigger than you think it is because it goes straight down as far as it can go into the ground, almost vertically, so this bit is a little bit intense once it lets go of the chains. Yeah, you hit the floor and again, and then come out, and then there's a really big twist. That bit would probably break your neck, as would this bit. Round you go, couple of twists and turns. This bit's a little bit strange because it has chains on it, but you would get up it anyway because of the momentum. But then on this bit, you almost stall until you get to this section. This next section was a little bit kind of, I wasn't sure what to do, so it's just like a bit of a very high train ride for no apparent reason. This is one of those like hanging below roller coasters, as you can see, so this is kind of more of a, I don't know, tension building section maybe. Although, yeah, I don't know why I let this bit so long. Anyway, you come around this twisty bit. I don't know why there's even kinks in the track at this point, because like you're going that slow, it doesn't really make any difference. And then there's the second big drop of the coaster, which takes you around to what I like to call the neck breaker. So you go into this section and goes boom, 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 boom. You're back in the station. You may not be too surprised to learn that quite a lot of that was done with the autocomplete tool. And that's why it is completely batshit mental at the end. For a roller coaster as a first go, oh yeah, it wraps around the you know, the big tower thing, so that's a feature. It's a bit shit really, isn't it? But I mean, this is a Robert Beltran you know, sponsored theme park, so it's probably not to be too unexpected. So let's see what other sci-fi related rides I've not actually added into the park yet, just to finish it off. I want everything to have a theme, so if it's not got a suitable theme, I won't actually use it. The roller coasters can kind of fit in anywhere though. In terms of this, we've only got the flying saucers ride. Surely there must be more than that. No thrill rides in Sci-Fi. Oh, we've got a laser battle. There's a planetarium. Okay, we'll put the planetarium in. I don't want to cover up the... In fact, I've not actually built the entrance to the station yet, have I? I'll put the planetarium there. Looks like a good place to put it. Fills out the space a little bit. Anyway, I better build the... oh, I'll put the freaking queues in here as well. The exit I will put here. No, I can't do that. I'll put there. Put the entrance there. The reason being is your exit you can do quite quickly by just getting the path out and just doing that. Better get the right kind of path there so it matches my theme. There we go. And then if I get the queue path, what I tend to do is just have I got this wrong way around actually? I think I have. I'm not very good at this. Right, here's what we'll do then. The queue path I'll do this with. And then the exit path, I need the right kind of path. The exit path I will do around the outside like that. Kind of rubbish, but there we go. That'll do. So that's the planetarium sorted. I need to get my station and stuff on my roller coaster because I never bothered to do that. Powered launch, that would be good. Let's put powered launch and lift chain speed. Can I increase that? Oh, I can. Let's put that to maximum. That looks better. Oh yes, that's far more exciting. I may have to rewrite this. There we go. And yes, there we go. Low friction. That might help as well. Excellent. Let's see if that helps with my ride and retest it. So yeah, you launch out of the station much faster. That's good. Straight down. This bit's still boring. It's a little faster now, I suppose. Faster chain speed is helping, I think. And then the big drop is still quite intense, and you still hit the ground. That's a lot faster, I think. Yes, it is. Oh dear. You don't even need the chains at that point anymore, so that's the thing. This does seem a lot better. You don't need the chains here either, which is quite good. Yes. That is much more exciting. And this bit seems to be going a lot quicker as well, so that will help. I hope this increases my excitement rating. In fact, it's made the whole thing a lot faster, so that's a good thing, I think. I have done well by adjusting these settings. I've possibly killed a few more patrons as well, but you know. I got the results of the test back. The rating went up in terms of intensity and nausea, I think, but the excitement has stayed the same. So, well done. How do I build the entrance? I forgot to build the entrance. There we go. Choose an exit for the ride. I'll put the exit there. No, I'll put the exit there. Pick an entrance for the ride. Choose an entrance. Put it there. And the reason why is because, like I was doing before, I'll get my paths out. The exit doesn't really matter. You can just basically just go straight out, but it's good to have big queues if you intend to have a lot of people queuing for your ride. So you know, just wrap around like this. There you go. That's good. I am pleased with this. We need to give this roller coaster a name. The Backbreaker. That's a good name, since it will break your back. Not really a Delta Quadrant type of name though, is it? I know. Harry Kim's Backbreaker. That'll do. Thought it would be a good idea to make a custom sign for our new roller coaster. So let's find a good picture of Harry Kim. This one I feel will be sufficient. So if we just dump this into Photoshop, get rid of Tom Paris. We don't need him. There we go. We can hardly tell, right? And then. Oh, you can't see that because it's the same colour as the background. I should make it a different colour. Harry Kim's Backbreaker. Put on some text effects like, oh no, in the shadow. Oh god, something bad is happening here. I quite like that effect though, actually. Oh. Harry Kim's Backbreaker, but the word Backbreaker needs to be a little bit more intense, so we will put it in. So the word Backbreaker is in a nice sort of sinister red colour, and the word Harry Kim can be in a nice sinister yellow colour. I like it. So in theory now I can import a custom sign, so if I go into my sign section, if that's what it's called, I don't know. Oh, it is, yeah. You can do custom signs, billboards in fact, there we go. And if I go to my RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 folder, pick Harry Kim, and this should fit a 2x2 sign, I think. Just testing to see if that works. No, that's a bit too squashed. That's not the right one. 4x2 maybe? 4x1? No, that's too wide. I've probably done the resolution wrong. 2x1, there we go, that's what I was looking for. Perfect. Just needs a little bit of decoration to go around it, so I'll put a robot there and put an impact crater behind it for no reason, and something smaller that I can put in front of the sign. No, that doesn't make sense. I'll put that in behind the robot because that looks pretty cool. So there we go. That's Harry Kim's backbreaker. Have I spelled breaker wrong, haven't I? Breakier. Harry Kim's backbreaker. That's gone a bit wrong, but never mind. Considering the theme of the park, that's probably not entirely unexpected. So Robert Beltran welcomes you to the Delta Quadrant, and one of the rides is called Harry Kim's Backbreaker. I don't understand what that's about. Anyway, we can open the roller coaster now because I'm quite happy with it. Are all my rides open? That one is open. That one's open. That's open, that's open, that's open. I didn't open any of the food packs, so that's why this is all a bit rubbish. Nobody's here. I'll open up all the food stalls. The food court is officially open for business now. I've opened up all the stalls. I forgot to mention as well that we put a little bit of a seating area in the middle for people to eat their dinner or whatever. So there's a little fountain in the middle and all the benches around all these trees. I think it looks very pretty. What I'm going to do is, just to round off this particular video, the grass doesn't really suit the theme of being on Mars, and I think, if I recall, you can paint the ground in this game so that it looks more like a different sort of kind of terrain. So I'm sure you can make it look like Martian-y terrain or whatever. So I'm going to see if there is a painting tool in the terrain. There we go, terrain textures. I think that's the one. Ah, yes, this is it. Something that looks kind of like Planet Marsy. Rock would be good. I was hoping for something a bit like a dark red, but that might work. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's go with that for the moment. Paint that around. And I don't know, it kind of looks more deserty than it does like a... Why is that tree there anyway? That needs to be changed to something more sci-fi, because that just doesn't fit the theme at all, does it? Let's see if I can get something that looks a bit more alien-y. Can you import custom textures on this? I can't remember. No, these are all kind of boring textures, aren't they? What's this one like? Oh, that's a bit better. Kind of looks like Martian rock or something like that. So let's put that around the main entrance there. Probably best painting all this as well, because the roller coaster is part of the Martian bit as well. Oh, there's quite a lot of space over here that I've not used. I'll just paint a lot. It makes it look a bit more uniform. That'll do for the moment. Okay, so that's the Martian bit looking a little better. I'll just delete this tree as well, and put in something a bit more appropriate if I can. So put a couple of philosophy trees down and mix them up with some other Martian things. There we go, that's sufficiently Marsy. So yeah, this is just the first section of the park. We might expand on this section as well. What I'm going to do actually is, if you guys like the video and want to see the park get built up and developed more, then let me know in the comments below, and what we'll do is I'll make it into a little bit of a mini series, if you like. So we can, I'm just going to put some path here just to neaten this out, and then yeah, we can sort of make this a regular thing. I can finish the park off and we can build different sections and stuff like that. Yeah, so maybe we'll do that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, and ta-ra.